Gervonta Davis.
Considered by many as the most legitimate threat to Devin Haney's undisputed crown, fan favorite Javonte Davis's explosive lights-out power and impeccable counterpunching abilities have proven too much to handle for his previous 29 opponents, blasting out an eye-watering 27 inside the distance. Coming off the back of his sensational 7th-round knockout victory of unbeaten rising star Ryan Garcia, Tank is performing at the peak of his powers, regularly headlining pay-per-view events in packed-out arenas, firmly solidifying himself as one of the sport's biggest attractions.
Gervonta Tank Davis hits different.
Davis picked up his first world title strap after obliterating slick unbeaten Puerto Rican Jose Pedraza. Tank blasted out the sniper with a brutal 7th-round bludgeoning, picking up the IBF super featherweight title in the process. Davis picked up his second legitimate world title following his meticulous display against Argentinian opponent Jesus Cuellar. Smashed to the canvas 3 times in total, Cuellar was saved from any further punishment by referee Benji Estevez Jr. late in the 3rd round.
What a combination! Left uppercut and down goes Cuellar for the 3rd time! Referee Benji Estevez calls off the fight! Davis is a champion at 130 for the 2nd time in his career!
Currently serving the remainder of his 90-day sentence behind bars after violating the rules of his home detention for a hit-and-run crash back in 2020. If Davis can get his boxing career back on track after serving his sentence, the Baltimore banger could pose an imminent threat to Haney's status as the undisputed champion of the lightweight division.
Frank, the Ghost Martin.
Another potential threat to Devin Haney's collection of lightweight belts is undefeated southpaw power puncher Frank Martin.
Frank Martin, the 25-year-old, and down he goes for the 4th time in the fight from a debilitating body shot.
I mean, he screamed. You heard him. That hurt him.
Arguably one of the most underrated rising stars in the sport, Martin has been quietly going about his business since late 2017, picking up an impressive 17 wins with 12 coming by way of knockout.
Big right hook connecting by Martin, and Marinas is hurt again. And look at Martin go. Martin feels like the end could be near, and Marinas is down and out.
Finally being mentioned as a future champion and potential threat to the lightweight division, Martin's first step up in competition came when facing fellow unbeaten contender Jerry Perez. The Ghost obliterated the undefeated Californian with a head-swiveling left hook in the 7th round.
It's like a baseball bat hitting a pumpkin.
Martin's lightning-quick hand speed and blistering two-fisted attacks were put to use when facing Philippine knockout artist Romero Duno, completely scrambling the highly rated power puncher's senses with a perfectly timed left hand late in the 4th round.
Judiciously trying to go in shots, and he puts him down again.
It was the same punch.
Yeah.
Duno almost out of the ring.
He's done. He's done. This is going to be stopped.
In his most recent bout, the Ghost faced off against unbeaten Dominican prospect Michel Rivera. Martin's snappy counters and bewildering hand speed was too much to handle for Rivera, flooring the unbeaten man in the 7th round before boxing his way to a unanimous decision victory.
Frank, the Ghost Martin.
Any talk of what you want to do next? Can you shed some light on who you want to call out next?
We can get Javonte Davis. We can get Devin Haney. We can get any of those top guys. We ready.
Currently lacking the pay-per-view pulling power to entice Devin Haney to fight him in a voluntary defense, if Martin can maneuver himself into a mandatory position for a crack at one of Haney's 4 belts, the Ghost's slippery southpaw skills and thumping power could be a major stumbling block in the Dream's future. Another criminally underrated skilled southpaw with Devin Haney in his sights is unbeaten Mexican William Zepeda.
Right hand, but the referee's not going to give him that chance. He's turned his back. That means he wants no box. William Zepeda, 14 straight knockouts, and he remains undefeated.
Promoted by Hall of Fame promoter Oscar De La Hoya, 27-year-old Zepeda has picked up a respectable 28 wins since turning professional in 2015. Overcoming a variety of styles and tricky opponents, the Mexican wrecking machine is ready to mix with the elite.
Left uppercut, which he did right there, it only gets Zepeda more angry.
And down goes Arboleda, the left hands to the body, starting to mount.
It was only a matter of time.
Blistering hand speed, thudding power, and an incredible work rate, Zepeda's spectacular skills were clear to see when facing unbeaten Hector Tanajara, stopping the Texas prospect inside 6 rounds.
More power here from Zepeda as he's trying to close this round with a statement, and he is doing so. In fact, they're calling the fight right now. I love the fact that he did that because Tanajara's body language wasn't there. Like you said, Adnan, he was wilting away physically, but the heart was there. But he was taking way too many shots to the chin and jaw, and it was only a matter of time for Zepeda to stop him.
Zepeda was last seen wiping out 19-2 opponent Jaime Arboleda, ferociously brutalizing the Panamanian inside just 2 rounds.
Not lasting much longer.
Zepeda going right back down there. Arboleda trying to fire back, but Zepeda is just relentless, and Arboleda flat on his back.
Highly ranked across all 4 major sanctioning bodies, the big-hitting southpaw sensation is potentially one big win away from a crack at the undisputed lightweight king.
Pitbull Cruz.
The next potential threat to Haney's undisputed throne comes in the form of Mexican front-foot pressure fighter Isaac Cruz.
We have fistic fireworks to kick off this 4-fight fiesta. It's all Esau Cruz. Right uppercut, another right uppercut, and Magdaleno goes down and out.
Regularly rendering his opponents unconscious in a brutal, bludgeoning manner, the pint-sized powerhouse's most recent victory came back in September of last year, viciously wiping out his fellow countrymen inside 2 rounds.
There's a huge left hand. Good night, Irene.
Wielding immense power in either hand, Pitbull's debilitating power was clear to see when facing veteran foe Yorioki's Gamboa, flooring the Cuban 3 times in the early rounds before forcing the stoppage midway through the 5th.
Worthy from our standpoint. Big right hook. Down goes Gamboa. Ended. And this one is over. And a win for Isaac Cruz to finish up Yorioki's Gamboa.
Currently, the only opponent to hear the final bell of a championship bout against the feared knockout king, Javonte Davis. Pitbull's undentable chin and ferocious lights-out punching power could make for a very intriguing style matchup against the reigning king of the division, Devin Haney. Undoubtedly the most skilled boxer on our list, Shakur Stevenson's career so far has been nothing short of tantalizing, picking up 3 title straps in 2 different weight classes. The supremely skilled southpaw is primed and ready to stake his claim as the king of yet another division.
I didn't know which direction I was going to go in, but if Devin started talking crazy, as I heard he was talking crazy, saying he's staying at 35 for me, so let's do it. I mean, let's make the fight happen. I'm ready. We can fight in Vegas. We can fight in New York. We can fight wherever you want to fight. I'm ready.
Already meticulously overcoming a vast array of opponents, Shakur's stupendous skill, speed, and innate fighting instincts are extraordinary, making extremely tough and highly rated opponents look lackluster and nondescript.
I've been very vocal about that. Me and Shakur are on a collision course. Whether it's at 135, whether it's at 140, whether it's at 147, we definitely on a collision course, and we definitely gonna get it on when the time is right.
Undefeated and yet to come close to defeat, Southpaw Stevenson's surgeon-like precision and impeccable timing serve as a very difficult test for any potential challengers. Closest to a shot at the undisputed crown due to his promotional agreement with Top Rank Boxing, Stevenson is currently in pole position for a crack at Haney's 4 belts.